Hello everyone, I am going to go over this video how to put together my envelopes in my stationery sets that you can buy. Here's some older examples that I've done. So I'll just show you these. There's one. This is the Can I Have Your Number series, and this one is the Not an Awkward Pause series. Now you can see I've changed them because I had little fold lines on them, and I don't really like that. So I've put a label on there that's, you print it and it looks like that, and on this side as well. And then when you're done the envelope, you just put double-sided tape. You put your letter in, and you put your return address here, put the address here for that you're sending it to, and you have this lovely envelope. Same with this one. Now, I've done some samples because I just really wanted to see the difference. This one is made with regular paper, so 80 GSM paper. This one is done with 200 GSM paper, so it's a lot heavier. This one I would definitely recommend for the envelopes that you do a heavier cardstock paper or a heavier GSM weight paper. So 200 is pretty good for that. For the letter paper, like the paper that you're going to write notes on, don't worry about it. You are fine to do it with just regular paper. Don't have any samples of that. I know I do somewhere, but let me see. So what we're going to do is we're going to make one of them. So I've changed the design a little bit. And this is what I've actually changed it again. So this is like the second iteration of the envelopes. I've made them just because of this line around. I've actually made them a little bit wider so that they fit the paper a little bit better. So it's a little bit easier to maneuver with them. So you have got some choices when you want to make this. This is what you're gonna get. This is when you print it out. This is the one called Colors. That's this design. And you have a couple of options. So you can just use scissors, which is the easiest thing to do. If you want to go crazy with it and you love arts and you've got all of the equipment, you might want to use a straight edge with a cutting board. So with like a utility knife or an X-Acto knife, depending where you're from, what they're called, and do it that way. So I'm just going to show you with a pair of scissors. It's the easiest thing to do. I'm going to try to get because I have a drink of water here, so it's hard to put my paper all the way under the camera. All right, so I'm just gonna show you. This is on the heavier cardstock paper. And we'll just go really quick, doesn't take much time. So this is a really great idea for people who love to write letters, for people who have pen pals. This is the whole reason why I started doing this, because I had a pen pal and I didn't like any of the stationery that I found. So I thought, I'll just make my own. So I started doing paintings, which I love, which is really fun. I'm a very artsy person. I have a BFA in theater, and I've always been a creative. I was a potter for a long time. I already cut that one. I was a house painter for a long time, actually. I have an interior design certification. Love all that stuff. All right, so that's it. That's all you just need to do. Cut it out like that. Done and dusted. And then what you're going to do is just fold these flaps over. This is a really good project, though, for people if they, for crafty people or people who just wanted to have a more interesting, more artsy, kind of more creative. I want to send people something a little bit more creative. The thing that's really nice about these is that you can add your own little, add your own little art stuff to them. I think it's a really fun idea to take your, some paper and just write some stuff on it, write some quotes on it, and just glue it on the outside. Or, you know, whatever you want. I think it's really fun to let your personality kind of shine through. And I think too, I mean, getting handwritten mail #1 is amazing. Like, who doesn't like that? Because we just don't do it anymore. But doing it like this, getting that in the mail, that's fantastic. I just love that idea. All right, so you're going to put these inside, these flaps. And that's what it's going to look like when you send it. Which is really lovely, isn't it? And you can fold it. See, I folded it so it was, you can still see a bit of the white. You can, you know, change that if you want. Just fold it so you can just see the black. That's cool. And then here's what you do. Now you can use glue stick or you can use double-sided tape. I prefer double-sided tape, and here's the reason why, because it's easier. And I know that it's going to stay. I know that it's going to stick. I got this big roll. It used to be a big roll. Now it's not a big roll anymore because I've used so much of it. But I got a big roll of tape from Kmart. And it was super cheap. I can't remember how much it was, but it was like, hold on, I'll show you how big the roll is. I'm just going to put my microphone down. That's how big the roll is. That's the one I'm using now. That's how much I've used. So, as you see, I've just attached, put some double-sided tape on that side. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Oh, put my microphone on. It's probably a good idea. And if you've got kids too, it's a fun project for them to do as well. All right, so you're just going to peel that off. Use, maybe mine seems like it's a bit dirty maybe, but anyway, whatever. So you just want to make sure that you're not putting the double-sided tape past the line of where the envelope's gonna end. Look at that. Fantastic. So then what you're going to do now is you're going to put another line of double-sided tape. You don't have to use a whole big string of it. You can just use little pieces of it so that you're not using a whole bunch. So this is your choices. You can go just put, like, you know, three little ones, because that should be fine. Or you can put a big chunk along the top too. Totally up to you. I know my tape is really, looks a bit dirty. This is actually the tape that I used when I did my course, which was like years ago, so it's got a lot of dust on it. This is the new one. Look at the difference. Ew. Okay. So then when you write your letter, you stick the letter in and you take the double-sided tape off and stick it, and it's ready to go. These are really nice because I like that they're just different. They're nice. They're artsy. You can print them off a bajillion times and you have paper, you know, you have it for life. You just need one file. You have it for life. You can keep printing and printing and printing and printing, and you have envelopes for ever and ever and ever. And if you have a card that you want to put in, if you don't want to use the, you know, if you have a different card that you want to use, that you want to put in, you can use that for these as well. Or make your own card, stick it in there. It's a great envelope to use for all sorts of different things. I hope that was helpful. And you just, yeah, stamp, put your stamp on, address it, return address, done, in the mail. Perfect. Fantastic. All right, hope you enjoyed that. My name is Laura Cameron Stedman, and this is, oh, let's see, I'm gonna write this down here, see if you can read it. LCS Art Studio. Let me see. I think I have another one like that, but it's a bigger one. Maybe I should start doing that at the beginning Okay, cool. Have a lovely day. I hope this was helpful. And I will see you on my website, LCS Art Studio.